What's the difference between a new cruiser and a smart cruiser? The new person ends their all-inclusive vacation with a surprise $1,000 bill. The smart cruiser knows exactly where the traps are and how to avoid them. You paid for your cruise, but the cruise line isn't done with your wallet. They're counting on you to buy that $350 Wi-Fi package, that $300 special massage, and those $25 photos your phone could take better. It's not a vacation. It's a minefield of money traps. But today, you're not the new person anymore. I'm breaking down the 13 biggest cruise ripoffs and showing you what smart, experienced cruisers do instead to save hundreds while still having an amazing time. So before you tap that cruise card again, watch this. It might just save your next vacation. Number 1. Wi-Fi packages. Cruise Wi-Fi has gotten much better thanks to Starlink and other new satellite systems, but it's still one of the most expensive add-ons at sea. Even the basic messaging plans usually cost $10 to $20 per day, while premium packages for streaming or video calls can reach $25 to $35 daily, or $150 to $350 for a week-long trip. The service is faster now, sometimes 50 to 150 megabits per second, but still uneven, especially in faraway areas or when many people are using it. Think of it as a luxury, not something you need. Many experienced cruisers skip it completely, treating a trip as a rare chance to unplug. Others buy just enough connection to check in from port using cafes or terminals that offer free Wi-Fi. If you do that, remember to switch your phone back to airplane mode once the ship sails to avoid painful ocean roaming fees. Some cruise lines advertise free Wi-Fi, but read the small print. There's often a $10 to $20 activation fee or limited minutes before you're pushed to buy unlimited access. And while a few premium brands like Virgin Voyages or Regent 7 Seas include unlimited Wi-Fi in the fare, most mainstream lines don't. The smart move? Decide whether you really need constant access. For most cruisers, it's cheaper and far more relaxing to go offline at sea and reconnect only when you're back on shore. Number 2. Spa treatments. Cruise ship spas are stunning, peaceful, and very overpriced. From massages and facials to haircuts and manicures, most treatments cost far more than you'd pay on land. A single massage can easily cost $200 to $300, plus an automatic 18 to 20% tip. And much of that time isn't even hands-on treatment. For some travelers, a spa visit is an important part of relaxing. But most seasoned cruisers agree it's rarely worth the high price or the lost time at sea sitting in a dark treatment room. And those free massage raffle prizes? They're usually small credits that don't even cover half a session. If you do love spa experiences or have onboard credit to use, there are smarter ways to save. Check for boarding day or port day specials, which often offer 20 to 40% off select treatments. Booking multiple services together can also unlock bundle discounts. A better value, however, is often the Thermal Suite Pass. For roughly $200 to $350 for the week, it gives unlimited access to heated loungers, sauna, steam rooms, and the thalassotherapy pools, the ship's quietest and most peaceful escape. Many veteran cruisers, especially on colder trips like Alaska or Northern Europe, swear by it as their daily sanctuary. The smart move? Skip the overpriced individual treatments unless you find a deep discount and instead invest in the Thermal Suite. It's one of the few ways to unwind on board without feeling like you've been upsold at every turn. Number 3. Ship's photos. Cruise ship photographers are everywhere on boarding day, at dinner, and even by the walkway in port. Years ago, these photos were a fun souvenir. But now, they've become one of the biggest onboard ripoffs. With smartphone cameras matching professional gear, most cruisers simply don't need them. Printed photos typically cost around $25 each, and digital copies often cost the same. Package deals can climb into the hundreds, and wedding or event albums can exceed $3,000. Even those free photo raffles are usually just sales tricks to get you back into the gallery. Most experienced cruisers skip the photo opportunities entirely, finding the shots overposed and outdated. You can capture better, more natural pictures with your own phone. And here's the insider move. Ask a crew member to take the photo for you. They're always happy to help, and it's a great way to get everyone in a shot without paying a dime. That said, there's one worthwhile exception, a formal night family portrait. If it's the only time everyone's dressed up together, paying for one or two prints can actually be reasonable compared with a studio session back home. The smart move? Skip the random boarding and dinner photos. Use your own phone or a friendly crew member, and only spend money if it's truly special. Number 4. Art auctions. Every cruise ship has them. Those exclusive onboard art auctions promising rare finds, free champagne, and even a free print just for showing up. But here's the truth. These events are one of the biggest cruise ripoffs at sea. Most of the artwork on display isn't valuable originals. They're mass-produced prints with fake brush strokes added to look hand-painted, and the prices are wildly inflated. That appraised value they mention? It's usually just marketing talk to make the pieces seem more valuable than they really are. Even if you win a piece, the final cost doesn't stop at your bid. Expect a buyer's premium of 15% or more, plus high shipping and handling fees, and sometimes extra for framing. That so-called free print for attending? You'll likely pay $30 or more just to have it shipped home. The smart move is simple. Go for the free champagne, enjoy the show, and then leave before the bidding starts. Unless you genuinely love a piece and don't mind overpaying for it, skip the auction and spend your money on experiences you'll actually remember. Number 5. Shopping ripoffs. Cruise lines love to tempt you with shopping deals. From port seminars to onboard boutiques, it's one of the biggest money traps at sea. Let's start with those shopping talks you'll see on your schedule, often called port and shopping guides or diamond seminars. They sound helpful, but they're really structured sales pitches. The so-called shopping expert earns commissions by steering passengers towards specific approved stores in port. Those shops, like Diamonds International, pay the cruise line large fees for every sale. Prices are usually inflated to cover those kickbacks, and those free charm or gemstone coupons just bait to get you through the door. You'll almost always find better prices and a more relaxed experience by exploring on your own. Onboard jewelry stores and boutiques work the same way. From watches and perfumes to gemstones, prices are rarely true bargains, even when labeled duty-free or exclusive cruise deals. Many items are marked up to look discounted. Unless there's a cruise-branded souvenir you genuinely love, resist the pressure to buy. Enjoy browsing if you want, but remember, the smartest cruisers save their spending for adventures and memories, not overpriced trinkets that follow them home. Number 6. Cruise line excursions. They're one of the biggest money traps at sea. Convenient and guaranteed to get you back before the ship sails, but that safety comes at a high premium. Prices are often 30 to 50% higher than booking the same experience through a local operator. Many of these tours follow the same formula. You're herded off the ship, packed onto a bus, and shuffled through a few photo stops and souvenir stores before heading back. It's easy, but rarely authentic. The smarter move is to plan your own tour or book directly with trusted local guides through sites like Viator or Shore Excursion Group. You'll save money, enjoy smaller groups, and have far more flexibility. Just make sure to read reviews and confirm the tour's return time. Because if a private excursion runs late, the ship will not wait. That's why veteran cruisers use a hybrid strategy. Book independently in ports that are close, walkable, or have simple activities like beaches or city tours. Book with the ship if the excursion is far away, involves long bus rides, or is in a tender port where ship tours get priority getting off. And one more pro tip. If you do book through the cruise line, reserve it before you sail via their website or app. Pre-booking often saves up to 25% compared with onboard prices. In short, don't pay cruise line prices for the same cookie-cutter experience. Do a little research, balance cost with risk, and you'll see more for less without becoming a pier runner. Number 7. Paid onboard thrills. Cruise ships are now floating theme parks packed with adrenaline-pumping attractions, like go-kart tracks, virtual reality arenas, roller coasters, and even zip lines that swing you over the ocean. While many activities on board are free, these high-tech thrills almost always come with a price tag, and it adds up fast. Take Norwegian Cruise Line. Its Galaxy Pavilion VR experience costs about $8 to $10 per game, or $30 an hour, and the Formula One simulator is $20 per race. The Speedway go-karts around $15 to $20 per ride with no unlimited pass. Carnival's Bold roller coaster charges $15 per person for 2 quick laps, about 30 seconds of ride time. If your child rides with you, that's $30 gone in half a minute. And Royal Caribbean's New Crown's Edge Ropes course, which dangles you over open water, launched at $90 and now runs about $50 to $60 for a 2-minute thrill. These attractions are fun ones, but they're hardly great value. If you're cruising with kids or thrill seekers, set a budget ahead of time or pick one splurge experience and skip the rest. The insider move? Focus on the many included activities: water slides, mini golf, shows, and deck parties that deliver hours of fun for free. Number 8. Casino and Bingo. Casinos and bingo games are cruise ship classics, and also some of the biggest money traps at sea. Cruise lines make millions from passengers hoping to hit it big. And while it's all meant for fun, the odds are always in the house's favor. If gambling isn't your thing, you're not missing out. Many cruisers prefer the pools, shows, and ocean views over sitting in a windowless casino. But here's the twist. Seasoned cruisers know how to make the casino work for them. By always using their player's card and setting a strict budget, they earn points toward discounted or even free cruises, onboard credit, and free drinks. If you're disciplined, it can be entertainment that pays you back later, but only if you stay in control. Bingo falls into the same category: fun but pricey. Packages can easily cost $40 to $60, and those free cruise jackpots usually come with blackout dates, taxes, and fees that kill the value. The smart move? Treat the casino and bingo as entertainment, not investment. Set your limit. Swipe your card for rewards. And if you lose, consider it the cost of a show, not a financial strategy. Number 9. Specialty dining. It can definitely be one of the highlights of cruising. From steakhouses and sushi bars to French bistros and teppanyaki grills. For some travelers, these restaurants are a must-do splurge. But many seasoned cruisers skip them entirely and still enjoy incredible meals in the main dining room, buffet, or other included venues. You don't have to pay extra to eat well on a cruise. That said, cruise lines know how to tempt you. In recent years, some have quietly simplified main dining room menus to nudge guests toward paid venues. The food is still good, but it's part of a growing strategy to upsell. If you're curious to try a specialty restaurant, the smart cruiser tip is to book lunch instead of dinner. You'll often get nearly the same menu and experience for 30 to 40% less. Whether you splurge or skip it, don't feel pressured. It's your vacation. Some of the best meals at sea are still free, and the memories taste just as good either way. Number 10. Bottled water. It looks cheap until you realize you spent a small fortune just trying to stay hydrated at sea. Most cruise lines mark up bottled water, typically $15 to $25 for basic packs, and up to $40 or more for brands like Evian on Royal Caribbean or Celebrity. Here's the thing. The tap water on cruise ships is perfectly safe and highly filtered. It's the same water served in the dining room and buffet. Many veteran cruisers skip bottled water entirely and just refill a reusable bottle at the buffet or bar. Bringing your own bottled water is restricted on some lines, but reusable bottles are always allowed, and they'll save you money and reduce plastic waste. Pro tip: if you have a drink package, bottled water is often included. Otherwise, just ask for a glass of ice water or refill before heading into port. Hydrated, smart, and sustainable. That's the better deal. Number 11. Drink packages. Probably one of the most debated extras at sea. Are they actually worth it? For most cruisers, not really. You typically need to drink 6 to 8 alcoholic beverages per day just to break even. And that's before factoring in port days, when you might not drink much on board. Beer and wine drinkers especially find it harder to get their money's worth compared to cocktail fans. But here's the real math. If you regularly buy specialty coffee, bottled water, or fresh juice, those premium non-alcoholic drinks can close the gap. Many savvy cruisers find that the refreshment or soda packages, which include these items, actually offer better value. If you're a light or moderate drinker, you'll almost always save money by paying per drink and taking advantage of happy hours, beer buckets, or 2-for-1 specials. The biggest frustration for many guests is the all-adults must-buy rule. If one person in a cabin gets the alcoholic package, everyone of legal drinking age must too. That policy alone can make it a rip-off for couples or families with different drinking habits. The smart approach? Run the numbers before you buy. For some, the convenience of prepaying and never seeing a bar tab is worth it. For others, it's one of the easiest ways to overspend at sea. Number 12. Solo traveler fees. Cruising solo can be rewarding, but it often comes with one of the biggest rip-offs at sea, the single supplement fee. Most cabins are priced for double occupancy, so if you're alone, the cruise line charges you 50 to 100% more to make up for the missing guest. A small silver lining: some lines, like Royal Caribbean and Norwegian, give solo travelers double loyalty points when paying the full fare for a regular cabin. It doesn't save money now, but it helps you reach higher loyalty perks faster. Thankfully, more ships now feature solo cabins that don't require the surcharge. But here's the catch. These rooms often cost nearly as much per night as a discounted standard cabin. The smart move? Work with a travel agent or monitor sales for reduced solo supplements. On low-demand sailings, cruise lines frequently lower or even waive the fee entirely. Number 13. ATM and medical fees. Two of the priciest surprises at sea. And the good news is they're both totally avoidable. Onboard ATMs typically charge $6.50 to $7.50 per withdrawal, plus your bank's own fees. On international sailings, you might even face double conversion charges if the machine only gives out US dollars. Avoid the headache. Bring cash before boarding or withdraw from an ATM ashore in port. You may hear about hacks like pulling cash through the casino machine and cashing out, but cruise lines now watch this closely. It can trigger account holds or even credit card cash advance fees. It's not worth the risk. Then, there's the medical center, the most costly service on board. Even a short consultation can cost $100 to $175, with simple treatments or medications running into the hundreds. More serious cases, like intravenous therapy or X-rays, can climb into the thousands. Cruise medical centers don't accept insurance, so you'll pay out of pocket and file a claim later. The Smart Cruiser solution? Always travel with comprehensive travel insurance that includes medical and emergency evacuation coverage. Skip the onboard ATM. Carry a small cash reserve and make sure your policy covers you at sea. Those small precautions can save you thousands. Bonus tip: one thing expert cruisers never pay for: everyday essentials from the ship's gift shop. Basic items like pain relievers, motion sickness pills, sunscreen, toothpaste, and personal hygiene products are sold at 2 to 3 times their normal price, sometimes even more. A small pack of medication can easily cost $20 to $30. And if the shop's closed, your only option is an even pricier visit to the medical center. The smart move is simple: pack your own mini first aid and hygiene kit before you sail. Bring pain and stomach meds, sunscreen, band-aids, deodorant, and any personal care items you might need. You'll avoid inflated prices and unnecessary stress. A little preparation before boarding can save you real money at sea, and that's exactly what smart cruising is all about. Cruising doesn't have to drain your wallet. Smart cruisers skip these rip-offs and still have an incredible time. Now, I want to hear from you. Comment below with your biggest cruise money mistake or one you'll never make again. And don't forget to subscribe for more cruise insider tips and hacks every week. Keep watching to learn even more ways to cruise smarter.